US military personnel in planes and ships often spot strange objects in the sky and capture them on camera. But filming 3 different UFOs at once within 20 minutes is something unbelievable. In 2021, a video containing different flying objects shaped like an acorn, a sphere, and a metal airship was posted online. The footage was shot near the Naval Air Station in Virginia by an F-18 pilot using his iPhone's camera. The Pentagon confirmed that the recordings were genuine. And if UFOs and possible alien visits are no longer denied by the Pentagon, everything is serious, right? Is there really an unknown civilization watching Earth from space? On May the 17th, 2022, the House Intelligence Subcommittee held its first hearing on military reports of unexplained aerial phenomena, the latest term for UFOs. In total, 400 cases of UAPs recorded by military personnel were investigated. During the meeting, a video with an object of a round or spherical form flashing in the sky was shown. It was captured in 2020 through the window of an F-18 fighter flying at a great distance from the object. Another video depicted 3 mysterious green triangles visible among the clouds. Earlier, the Pentagon confirmed the filming of other UFOs using an advanced targeting forward-looking infrared camera pod attached to the fuselage of the aircraft. Each pod that grabbed footage consists of thermographic cameras, night vision systems, and other advanced equipment. FA-18 pilots recorded 3 unidentified flying objects over the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans with this technology. Later, these videos were featured in the Pentagon report on military sightings of unidentified flying objects. Between 2004 and 2021, the intelligence services analyzed 144 UFO reports. In 80 cases, unidentified objects were recorded by several sensors. In another 18 cases, unusual shape, trajectory, speed, or other flight characteristics were reported. According to the Pentagon, it wasn't possible to fully identify these objects due to the lack of reliable data. So, what are these objects? Ufologists believe these were alien aircraft. According to them, video and photo materials clearly showed flying saucers or other kinds of UFOs. After all, there's no other way to explain the odd properties of such objects so far. But let's do our research. Take the FLIR video. It lasts just over a minute and shows a strange object that looks like a tic-tac. In 2020, the Pentagon confirmed that the video was made by Navy pilot Chad Underwood. The website called Popular Mechanics added fuel to the fire. Allegedly, they learned from their anonymous sources that the video was originally 10 minutes long. But then men in black suits came, took the tape and erased most of it. But conspiracy theories were debunked by another Navy pilot, David Fravor. According to him, none of the crew could have filmed such a long video with an aircraft moving so fast. But what about the insane speed of the object? Experts say this is exactly the case when you shouldn't believe your eyes, explaining this is an illusion created by the features of the camera and the movement of the aircraft. Let's take a look at the recording parameters. The zoom feature is usually set to 1, but if you set it to 2, then an object in the frame will be displayed twice as close. NAR function stands for a narrow field of view. If a camera on a moving aircraft is set to this mode, once a target is lost, it would shortly reappear in the frame, but in a much smaller size. Then the mode switches to MFOV, an average field of view. But after a few seconds it returns to NAR again, and the object goes off the frame again. This automatic switching between modes causes the illusion of speed. But this doesn't tell us what kind of a strange object is in the footage, and secondly, why does it change color? The reason for this is the TV mode of the camera. As a result, whenever the sun was behind an object, it would turn black and vice versa. The same happens to a plane when it changes its color depending on the position relative to the sun. A similar story took place in Chile when pilots flying on a helicopter captured an object that looked like a UFO. It resembled either a round or an oval plate and changed its color from black to white. As it turned out, this was a plane at a distance of 60 kilometers. This conclusion was made by researcher Mick West, known for his UFO skeptical investigations on his website and Telegram channel. He managed to collect and analyze all the data about the recording, the height at which the object was filmed, the terrain that fell into the field of view of the camera, and even the aircraft registration number, which at that time was landing nearby. What remains to be seen is why the FLIR footage looked like a tic-tac. The reason for this is that the picture isn't the plane itself, but rather its engines. Fighter jets are equipped with temperature-sensitive cameras that see high temperatures as a black spot or, if inverted, as a white spot. But what about the go-fast footage? This mysterious aerial phenomenon was filmed from a fighter jet that took off from the USS Theodore Roosevelt in 2015. A small object in the shape of a saucer rushes along the water's edge of the Atlantic Ocean. According to ufologists, only a UFO could fly at such a low altitude and at that speed. But experts have a different opinion, and here's why. The plane was flying at an altitude of 7,620 meters. The distance from it to an unidentified object is 4.4 nautical miles or 8,150 meters, and this means that the incomprehensible object is flying just 220 meters above the water. The problem is that the shooting angle indicated on the screen wasn't 90 degrees, but 26 degrees. After simple trigonometric calculations, it appears that the object is moving high above the ocean, approximately 4 kilometers above the surface of the ocean. The incredible speed of the go-fast object is also illusory because of the parallax effect. The farther away the subject is from the camera, the faster its speed appears. You can easily see this if you take a ruler and run your finger along its length. In 1 second, your finger will move approximately 5 centimeters. And if you remove the ruler at a distance of several meters, you'll run your finger along its entire length in just a second. It may seem that the speed of your finger's movement has increased, while in reality, your hand moved about the same distance in both cases. Something similar happened with the go-fast object. It was located far from the camera, which means that it moved quite slowly and at a considerable distance from the water, so it could have been a weather balloon. But the gimbal footage is a completely different story. The object in the video rotates like a merry-go-round, and you cannot attribute this to airplanes or weather balloons. Ufologists were truly excited about the mysterious flying object, but what do experts have to say? Mick West believes it could be an airplane, only a reactive one. It has 2 engines located next to each other, and the glare from the engines, because of their high temperature, can appear much larger than the jet itself. This can be verified with a simple experiment. If you turn on a flashlight, aim it into a camera lens, and take a picture of it, the effect will be about the same. It's this glare that shadowed the plane, giving it an unusual shape in the picture. Moreover, zoom shows that the shooting was carried out at the maximum distance. Even though such a rotation for a jet aircraft is unnatural, West was able to explain this too. The object only rotates when the camera wobbles due to the movement of the plane. It does its job of stabilizing the picture, but when it reaches the target, the glare from the object continues to move and creates the illusion of a merry-go-round. However, pilots have managed to shoot something even cooler flying in the sky. Recently, they captured a whole fleet of UFOs. This 18-second video of 3 incredible pyramids with flashing lights was filmed off the coast of San Diego. The objects are hovering over the USS Russell. The video was released by director Jeremy Corbell, a well-known supporter of the existence of UFOs. Corbell believes this footage is one of the best confirmations of the existence of alien flying machines because objects of terrestrial origin cannot be of this shape and cannot hover in the sky for long periods without moving. At the time, the Pentagon was silent on the matter. So, is Corbell's version correct? And what is this video anyway? Mick West explained it with the help of the well-known photographic bokeh effect. It adds a mystical halo to the image. It occurs when the camera captures images out of focus. West even posted a video on YouTube where he demonstrates the bokeh effect. The expert stresses that any night vision camera with a triangular aperture will show an object in the form of a green pyramid. And the flashing is identical to aircraft navigation lights. Russell was going through the area where the busy air route from Hawaii to Los Angeles is located. A whole bunch of planes could fly over the ship at that time. Their bright lights and the heat from their engines could have shown an image on the infrared camera similar to that presented by Corbell. Later, the Pentagon concluded that the video captured unmanned aerial vehicles, which can hover in one place. And at the time of shooting, there were a lot of them in the area. And as for the unusual triangular shape of the UAVs, it's the result of the light passing through the night vision systems. In a statement in 2021, the Pentagon acknowledged that the pictures of the UAPs shaped like a sphere, an Acon, and an airship were authentic. But again, it couldn't explain what the camera recorded. During a congressional hearing, Ronald Moultrie named possible UAP candidates, such as weather balloons, drones, orbital debris, and birds. Such anomalies can also be caused by atmospheric phenomena, ice crystals, humidity, temperature fluctuations, or even just radar errors or camera glitches. Another possibility is that Russia, China, or some private companies disguise their technology as UFOs. Finally, Moultrie said it could be something completely different, and this something leaves a loophole for the extraterrestrial origin of some UAPs. As long as the security forces are studying UAPs, they don't deny the possibility of alien visits. Lawmakers, Defense Department officials, and national leaders consider it a serious national security issue. Meanwhile, the Pentagon continues to collect eyewitness testimony. US Navy and Air Force crews have developed a step-by-step procedure for sending UAP reports from the cockpit of an aircraft. A large number of testimonies have already been received under this scheme. Perhaps one day we'll see an object whose extraterrestrial origin cannot be denied by experts. Do you think some of the unidentified aerial phenomena filmed by pilots were actually UFOs? After all, pilots were able to see them from a much closer distance. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment and give us a like if you enjoyed the video. And to make sure you don't miss out on anything incredible happening in our universe, stay tuned here by subscribing. Thanks for watching.